So the other two, as soon as they heard the gunshot, they really did 180 and
They
S'd
ran
out. And she goes, Samuel shot. He's not allowed to have more than £50 cash on him. He's not allowed to have 2 phones.
What was your initial reaction in that moment?
I thought it was a joke. Don't be like me, guys, and just not express how you're feeling. Let your family know, because
when it comes to young, especially young black men,
yeah, definitely,
just young black people in general is always related to that. Hello, my name is Nissy Tee and welcome back to BEBB. Today I am joined by another amazing special guest, a gorgeous young lady, might I just say. She is absolutely phenomenal. She is a student at the moment, but on top of that as well, she is also a model who was actually selected as a top model UK finalist in 2016. Clearly, you can tell, obviously. But aside from Hannah's both academic and just general career as well, you also tragically lost your brother after he was fatally shot in East London in 2010, if I'm correct. So we're going to speak a little bit about that. But thank you so much for joining me today.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
In terms of yourself, obviously, I mentioned that you are not only a student, so you're studying at university. What are you studying?
Law.
You're studying law. How's it going?
It's okay. To be honest, my year last year was more relaxed than this year, because I was at different uni.
Oh,
but
wow.
then this uni is more, there's no such thing as lenience.
Right.
They're very, very strict with their deadlines and their extensions. If you don't follow the rules, then that's it.
Yeah.
You get a D- or you just fail.
But that means that you have to focus.
You've got to focus.
You've just got to do your work and stuff. That's great. And in terms of modelling, so obviously I'd mentioned before that you are a model. You've been doing this, from knowing you've been doing this for quite a while now. How long have you been modelling for?
I first started out when I was quite young. I was in like year 4, year 5. Mum started me out. So I was with one agent called Little Adults and did all of that, doing up, touring in the UK. So I went to different cities and stuff. And then I stopped when I was in when I was basically just starting sixth form, So I stopped when I started sixth form, and then I started again last year, like middle of last year. So it's like just picking back up. It's going well though, especially like now. I've been in London for 2 weeks, and I just recently did a video shoot for with Steph London and Abracadabra. Couple photo shoots. It's been picking up, But then being in uni is kind of hard, 'cause I've got to go to Northampton, then fly back to London.
Yeah, so you're always doing up and down.
Yeah, it's tiring.
Always playing about the place. And one question that I've always had, right, for models has always been kind of, what is the industry like? Is it so you know how sometimes you watch like on TV, okay, so we've watched like, you know, things like America's Next Top Model.
It's not that.
And it seems like super competitive and everyone's like...
It's super competitive, yes, it's definitely super competitive. It's super competitive.
Yeah.
But it's a thing where it's like, it depends on who you're modelling with. Like, if you get some people that are just very, very stuck up and they're very, very diva and they're just bougie, and it's like, why? And then you get people that just relaxed and bubbly and just vibes and chill, and it's like, okay, cool. And then if someone's makeup's not done, with the bougie one, if your makeup is a bit, they'll just
look at you.
It's fine, your makeup's beautiful. But then if it's like normal people, I'm going to call us normal people. Normal people, like, we'll help out, we'll do people's makeup, we'll brush our hairs and stuff. That's nice. And it's just, it's calm. But it's up and down.
Right. It sounds very interesting, but it sounds like definitely something you're suited for.
Yeah, with me, I've got to be on my feet. I can't be bored. Boredom is not for me at all.
So is it something that you want to do, because you're doing law,
but
then at the same time you do modelling? Is that something that you would want to carry on, or is law actually like your focus?
Law's my focus, definitely, but it's a thing where now I've always wanted to work in a hospital. So now I'm thinking, when I finish my degree and do like my law school and all sorts, then go back and maybe study nursing and midwifery alongside obviously doing my modelling, because modelling is just like my hobby, but it's also an occupation. Right. So it's like one or the other.
That is insane. So you are a lawyer who is a model, who is a nurse or a doctor, midwife.
I'm more baby.
Listen, you can do whatever you want to do.
To be jack of all trades.
Be a jack of all trades. It's 2017. Like, you can do whatever you want, essentially.
Definitely.
Now, obviously, as I did mention, at the beginning of our conversation, something that I would say probably shook your family quite a lot, and a lot of people I know around London, around East London, heard about it as well. So your brother, Samuel Adelagun, who was fatally shot in Plaistow, East London, 2010.
Yeah.
How old was he at the time?
16.
16. So he was 16. And how old were you at the time? You were 14 at the time. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what happened, or what you know of what happened?
So it was basically a week. Well, it wasn't a weekend. It was a weekday, Friday, I think. Friday. Sammy's finished school. We've all finished school. School's out, and it's midterm. No, you know how in October we get that 1 week off.
Yeah, there's like a week. Yeah, so like half term.
Yeah, half term. Yeah. It was that week. Obviously, it was his friend's birthday the next day, so they were doing. You know how we do party into our birthday,
right?
And his friend was quite older. Well, not quite older. He was like 2-3 years older than Samuel. So it was like they were more doing up the party into their birthday kind of thing, whereas we just do party on our birthday. So he was like, Mum, can I go out? My mum said no. Like, she was like, no, you just come from school, where you going? Like, sit at home, relax, enjoy yourself, go to sleep, wake up tomorrow. And she was like, then he's like, his phone started ringing. He's like, oh, can I go out, Mum, please? It's Skits' birthday, And we all know each other. We're all family. Like, right. I'm basically their little sister as well. And she was like, no. My dad was in Nigeria at that time. So then my dad called, and he was like, oh, what's Samuel asking for? Then she was like, oh, he wants to go out and X, Y, and Z. And then he was like, oh, yeah, let him go, And then Sam was like, oh, yeah, Mum, see? And these times, me, I was like, I don't want him to go out either, because me and Samuel was like this, as in literally batty and bench. If Samuel's here and I'm over there, and you come up to like, oh, where's Honey?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, just there. And if you're Sammy's friend, well, where's Sammy? He's right there. It's kind of like, was literally always super together.
Close, yeah.
And it's kind of weird, because he was 2 years and 26 days. I know the exact dates. 2 years and 26 days older than me. So it's like, no brother really has that relationship with their sister, especially with the gap. And it's like, okay. So then I locked the house door. I didn't want him to go out either. And I hid the key. And then Mum's like, okay.
So you at 14 was standing your ground as well.
I'm not going nowhere. We'll chill in the house and we'll do braids and watch telly.
Yeah.
And then Mum was like, okay, you have 5 minutes. And he was like, oh, yeah, thanks, Mum. So he went to go and get changed. Time for him to leave the house. The door's locked. I've locked the windows as well. Kept the key. And then he's like, oh, Mum, where's the house key so I can go out? And she's like, yeah, the key should be down there. So I just kept quiet, just oblivious to what's going on. I didn't answer at all. And then we had our own little argument. And I opened the door. And I was like, bye. And he was like, oh, shut up, man, bye. And he was like, but then, like, that's just how we are. So I was thinking, okay, cool, he's going to come home and bring me something kind of stuff. And he was like, oh, okay. Then we're just chilling. And so for some odd reason, Mum would never, ever fall asleep like that. She would always make sure her kids are at home. Or she'd, like, spoken to her kids. And then she fell asleep. And then she woke up and then she called Samuel, like, he left around 7. And then it was around 10 when she woke up, and it was like, oh, you said 5 minutes, just don't ask me to go out this whole holiday kind of thing. And he was like, oh, okay, we're coming home now. And then he was like, on the phone, he was like, oh, to his friends, like, oh, you lot, let's go home, Mum's calling me kind of thing. So we heard him on the phone. And he was like, that's it, she cut the phone. And then she went back to sleep again. And it was kind of weird. And obviously me, I'm just doing my own. I don't even know what I was doing, but I remember I was on my laptop, I remember that, and I was watching TV, but I don't know exactly what I was doing, like, what I was watching or whatever. So then, we've all gone to sleep now, it's like midnight, and it's like 2 a.m, 2:30, and then Sammy's friend called my mum, and it was like, everything was fine, and she was like, oh, hello, and I was in my room, and all I heard was my mum scream, and I was like, in what life, like, my mum screaming for what, what's going on? So obviously I've jumped out of bed now, I've gone to my mum, I'm like, what's wrong, And she goes, Samuel shot. I was like, LOL. And she threw her phone and she was like, where's my tracksuit? Like, where's my clothes? Where's my trousers? She didn't even know what, she basically got out 3 different things because she didn't know what she was like, what, my son's been shot, like, she didn't know what to do. And the phone was just there and I was just hearing somebody through the phone, but I couldn't hear it properly. So I picked up the phone, I was like, hello. And he was like, oh, Samuel's been shot. Are you joking? Like, what kind of stupid prank is this? And he's like, no, he's just been shot, literally. I was like, no, it's not my brother. It can't be my brother. And I was like, okay, where are you? And he told me where he was. I was like, I'm coming now. Mum was like, no, stay with my little sister, Neve, because she was just a baby.
What? Just to sorry to interrupt you, but what was your initial reaction in that moment?
I thought it was a joke.
Okay.
I couldn't see life without Samuel.
Yeah.
I couldn't see like it was. He's my mum, my dad, my best friend, my brother. He's everything. Like, he's my world, kind of thing. That's all I know. He's who I looked up to. He's my older brother. It was him and then me. So it was like, what can I do? I didn't know I wasn't the only. I'm not the first child, so I don't know how to.
Was
be
he
the first
the
child.
eldest?
He's the eldest.
Right.
like, I still call him, I still say he. I don't say was. It's not a was, it's not past. He's still here with
still
me.
very much present.
Definitely. So then Mum came, and I just sat there. I sat in my room with my sister, and I was just waiting for them. Nobody came home. Like, I didn't hear anything. I was calling my mum, calling his boy, calling everybody. No answers, no nothing. So then my mum knocked on the door, because she didn't take her house keys, at 6 a.m., 6:15 in the morning. And she was like, he's gone. Then I just locked the door. I shut everybody outside. I said, no one's going to come inside the house until I hear that it was the wrong person or something. And I waited, and they were waiting outside for an hour. And then they opened the door, and I was like, are you being serious? And the officer came in, and he took me to the stairs. And he was like, you're going to have to be strong and understand that this isn't what we wanted in life. And, like, obviously, he didn't know how to say it to me.
Of course, yeah.
And I was just there like, okay, can you excuse me? Can Mum come to me? Like, I don't know who you are. You're just in my house. And you're telling me that my own brother is dead. Like, you crazy? So then Mum came and she was just crying. I was like, hello, why are you crying, please? Samuel's here. Like, Sam can't die. No, not my Superman. What do you mean? No. And then, no, like, a couple hours later, when it was like 10, 11 or whatever, then everyone started coming to the house and was like, he's actually gone. And it was like, no, how can he actually go? Like, it was kind of mad. Yeah. Like, I just fell on the stairs. That was it.
Of course, and you were so, so young, and you have younger siblings as well, don't you?
Then I had my two little sisters, but then I've got my baby brother now as well. Well, not baby, but baby.
He was young, young at the time. And in terms of that moment where obviously your mum had realised, how was your mum reacting? How was she responding?
She didn't speak to nobody. She didn't, like, that's her first child.
And her only son as well?
No, she's got a boy now.
Okay.
At the time, yeah.
At the time, yeah. I remember reading. Yeah.
So that was her son, her firstborn. That's like, her king, basically.
Of course.
Like, she was just silent. She just was crying, basically just talking to God. And obviously, she lost her little sister as well.
Wow.
So then she was like, I asked you not to let him come. I asked you to make sure he stays with me, kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't talk to my mum about it. We haven't really spoken about it either.
Even till this day?
I don't talk about it really. Like, I can say what happened and how I felt, but if it's how I actually feel about it, I haven't really expressed that. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I don't think I would know how to.
Yeah. Of course.
I just know it's just me and Sam kind of thing, but...
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Like, I'm not crying, but it's like...
Tissue, please, from my bag. No, it's okay. Of course, it's hard.
It's still hard talking about it, yeah.
Yeah. We'll take it at your
But
pace.
it's a thing where I smile. I went to the cemetery this morning as well.
Did you?
Yeah. I've been trying to hold it back.
It's okay. Listen, this is...
It's life.
It's life and it's real. What you're feeling right now is real and it's honest.
And the thing is, nobody understands that it's not what's portrayed on TV. It's not, every time you hear a young black man's been shot or been stabbed or whatever, it's not always gang related, because Samuel was never gang related.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
that's something that I definitely wanted to get into with yourself again. If you want to stop at any time, just let me know.
No, I'm fine, yeah.
But what was Sammy like? What was Samuel like? Before anything else, before you heard any of this stuff, what was he like?
Samuel was the best. Like, he played with everybody and anybody. He didn't care who you were, what colour, race, age, like, what gender you were. He just loved people. And it's like, you know how elderly women, they're always calling everyone, oh, that's my boyfriend, my African Nigerians especially. Yeah. They'll be like, oh, I'll call me Lele. My husband was like, oh, okay. Like, they'll always call him his husband. Like, he'll go to their houses, he'll help them during the day. Like, we would go, but like kind of stuff. If he saw someone in a fight or something, he would not know you from Adam. And he will go there and he'll be like, oh, guys, you can sort this out like with words. You don't need to fight. Or if he saw that it wasn't a thing where they would listen to him, he'll just take that person and we'll go to my house. And with my mum, she was accepting of everybody. So that if we saw something, that we'll bring him, oh, do you need this, do you need that, kind of stuff. Like, call their mum, your child's here if it's late. My mum, child outside and at a late time playing with us.
Yeah.
We won't even be outside late. Or if they come to our house and they stay late, it's either you get put in a cab if you say no, your parent can pick you up if you say no, you'll sleep here until the morning. That's your free
and
option.
then you can go.
Then you can go. When it's daylight and it's safe, that's your choice.
Yeah.
As soon as it hit 10, nobody was leaving the house.
Right.
Samuel was that's just like, he was caring, he would cook, he would clean, like, he would make sure... Year 7, Samuel was the first person that taught me how to do edges. Imagine,
what?
He taught me how to do.
Wait, as in to lay your edges.
And he's like, you know how when we was young, we'd do the gel and we'll put the Vaseline on top.
Yes, of course.
I learned from Samuel.
And the little squiggles.
The little squiggles. Yeah, he did my little squiggles, and I had the lines. That's how I always do when I would do my edges. Like, I have my hair all back. I always have the lines. Yeah. So he did the lines like that, and my little squiggle, and he packs my hair with the fan.
Oh yeah, the little fan hair shape. Oh gosh, we've come a long way.
It was Samuel that did it for me and everything. Like, he would dress me up. I remember I got in trouble in school, and then my punishment was to wear, you know, them choco-block shoes. I had the massive heels. That someone went to go and buy for me. I had my normal kickers. I had everything. She said, nope, that's what you're wearing for the week. So then what he did, Samuel and I went to, obviously we lived in a block of flats then in Canning Town before we moved to Stratford Plaster. So then in a block of flats, there's places where you can hide stuff. So then we had this little storage bit that he had to nudge a bit to open. So he nudged it, and he would hide trainers or shoes in there for me.
Wow.
So in the morning we'll go, because we went to school by ourselves, we'd go and he'll be like, quickly, and I'll change my shoes and I'll put it in there, and then I'll change into my kickers, and then we'll just go. Like, he always looked out for me. If I left money at home, he would give me his money. Yeah. Like, that's just how he was.
He did what a big brother's supposed to do, yeah.
If he saw a male talking to me, hell has broken loose. A boy talk to who? Yeah. No way. There was no... But with me, I always had male friends, and my friends have always been older than me, because I was always with Samuel. But, like, if it's someone that he knew was my friend, if it was a random boy, who are you? Where do you know me from? Where do you know her from? Where do you know yourself from? Like, who gave you the confidence to talk to my little sister?
To come and speak to my sister.
Are you crazy? Like, yeah.
And in terms of, so, obviously, you've explained this incredible person who had a long way to go.
Definitely.
A long way to go. But
someone that was studying economics, like, imagine in school, out of his class, he got 7 A stars, and the rest was B's. And how can his school come and give him the wrong person's grades? Because there was 2 Samuels. So then when he saw that he got D's and stuff, we were just like, what? Samuel? Yeah. Someone that won't revise and he will get a correct grade and is now getting D's in his exams. And it's like, when they called him, we went to go and get our school shopping. Like, and he was like, oh, okay, yeah. He was even fine with his grades. Like, he wasn't really too upset. He was like, oh, Mum, don't worry. In 6th form, I'll get better grades. And then we got a call from his school saying, oh, is this Samuel Adelagun? He was like, yeah, sorry, there'd been a misunderstanding. We gave you Samuel Doug's grades. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, but your actual grades are A stars. I was like, what? Come again?
Like, your mum must have been so happy.
It was in the car, all of us, me, my mum, my dad, my brother, and my sister. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. I can. This is It was like,
incredible.
Then we just went out. I was literally just went to buy our uniform and go home. We went out. And that was it.
Yeah. And in terms of the incident itself, do you have any idea what it was that caused it, or what happened? Have you ever found out basically about?
Yeah, no, what happened? I'm not allowed to say.
Okay, of course.
That's restricted. But like, the thing is, when the cause of what happened, Samuel was in Nigeria at that time. He went on holiday. He went on holiday. My dad went to go meet him. Right. So when he came back, for this to happen to somebody that knew nothing about it. Wow. It's like...
So it wasn't a situation, because obviously, like you'd mentioned before, you said how a lot of the time when we see the news or we see people talking about, let's say, gun-related or knife-related incidents, it's always like, they got themselves in that situation. It's gang-related. That's always the correlation, especially when it comes
to... Or they move with the bad people. Yeah. They're not good people.
Especially when it comes to young black men.
Yeah, definitely.
Just young black people in general is always related to that. But, so you believe that it was... that wasn't the situation.
That's literally, even in the newspapers, it's there as misidentity. Right. Because what happened was that there was 4 of them that were coming home that night. Right. And they were coming back to ours to stay at ours. And then the guy was just there, and they came out of them. This is what I was told. They came out of them like from a corner, and they shot one. And then when they shot one, Samuel being Samuel, wanting to do Superman. he went and was like, oh, guys, wait, let's... And obviously, like, they're walking in pairs, so 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So the other 2, as soon as they heard the gunshot, they really did 180 and
They
S'd
ran.
out. I wouldn't have stayed myself, I can't lie.
Yeah.
So then they shot the first one and he tumbled down the stairs. So obviously they shot him in his abdomen. So he staggered, like he managed to get away. And Sam was like, oh, wait, guys, we can talk about this. Let's not do anything drastic kind of thing. Whereas they thought that he was there that day as well. They just shot him in his chest on the left side and that was it.
Yeah.
And obviously he staggered down, like he stumbled down as well. And he like dragged himself to a house and he was just banging on the doors. And whereas they're still trying to catch the other 2, they shot they fired 6 shots and yeah, 2 hit. Well, 1 hit my brother and 1 hit the other guy. And yeah.
Yeah. And how was that for you, hearing back all of those things about how it happened and why it happened, knowing that it literally was a situation of misidentity?
The thing is, if it was that I heard it from the horse's mouth or one of the boys that were there,
Right.
I think I don't know how I'd feel, but because I've heard like so many chopped and screwed stories, you know how everyone likes to add their own 2 pence.
Right.
I've heard so many chopped and screwed stories. It's like when I hear a new story now, I just laugh at it. It's like, are you alright? Is that what you really believe happened? It's like, okay, believe that if you want. It's like, I don't know.
And in terms of your family, how was it after that moment? How was it for you, your mum, your siblings as well? And how has it been up till now?
Do you know what? With my siblings, let me start with my siblings because then I think it's easier. They know who he is. And it's funny, like, okay, the 11-year-old, well, she's 11 on the 28th, but the 11-year-old, I get her knowing who he was because she was with him for a couple of years. But
How old are your siblings?
Okay, so Samuel would be 23.
Wow.
I'm 21.
Yeah.
Ira's going to be 11.
Wow.
Neve's 7. And Mason's going to be 5. So 4, 5, no. 4, 7.
You don't even know. Don't worry, I'm
so bad.
not even trying to trick you out
No,
here because I'm exactly the same with my siblings.
Every night is like, okay, how old is he? And they trick me as well. I'm 3, I'm 4, I'm 10. Okay, guys.
Okay, guys, be whatever age you want to be. How
enjoy
about
it.
that?
In fact, be 21. But yeah, no, it's 4, 7, 10, 21, 23. Yeah, that's how old we are now. So it's like the 7-year-old, she was literally a baby. She was a couple months when he was murdered because she was born in February and he was murdered in October. So how she knew who he was or who he is like, oh, okay. And she'd be like, when she was a baby, she'd be like, that's my dad. She called him dad. As she grew older, she started calling him Sam and like my brother.
Yeah.
But to them, he's in school. I feel like they have an understanding, but I'm not going to be out, yeah, your brother's gone. I'm just saying that, yeah, he's in school. Or be like, oh, yeah, he's on holiday or something like that. Wow. But Mason, baby, he wasn't here at all. He was born 2 years after.
Wow.
No, what am I talking about? Yeah, he was born 2 years after. Neve was 2010. Yeah. But he knows who Samuel is. Wow. And then, like, we'll just be like, the first time we found out he knew, he was like, oh, that's my brother.
And how?
Like, wait, what?
Had your mum, like...
No, like, literally, like, we got the picture. It was like, who's that? We're like, damn. And we're like, wait, what? Come again? It's like, yeah, Sam. And it's like, oh. And it's like, we just know that it's him come back because he literally sleeps the same way. He acts, he's as cheeky as him. He's got this cheekiest smile. And Samuel had the same smile. And it's like, if Mason doesn't want to be carried, there's no moving him. Yeah. And if Samuel didn't want to be moved, there's no moving him. So it's like, literally. And there's times Mason will say stuff and you will just hear Samuel. Wow. And it's like, oh. Like, he will have the same kind of, like, not deep voice, but he will do it like a deeper voice than his. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's kind of fun.
That's beautiful.
So he's had dreams about him.
Really?
Like,
how old is he now?
He's 4.
He's 4? Yeah. And he said that he's had dreams about him?
I spoke to Samuel when I was sleeping. I was like, oh, okay, what did Samuel say? He's like, oh, he's fine. He said, like, we're all good. Wow. I was like, okay.
Wow.
So I just believe it's him come back.
And of course, your mum, I think one thing that we don't give like enough credit for are the mums that go through these insane situations and yet they still manage to...
I can't lie, I didn't make it easy on mum either. I'm not lying, because I'm somebody that I'm very, very independent. I don't really like help. Right. Or like, I don't mind it, but it's like I don't want too much of it. So it's like, I just did my own. I just kept myself to myself. I cut myself off. I cut everybody off. I just did whatever I was doing. So then I just
from your mum as well?
Yeah, from everyone. I'd go out, I'd come home. Not go out as in party, like I'd go out where I need to do whatever I do. And I'll come. I just never want to be in a house. I'd just make sure I was busy. That's like, till now, I'd always want to be occupied and stuff. Did
you think that was kind of like a survival mode? Like, just keep yourself busy?
The thing is, I didn't cry until the funeral either. And the funeral was like 2 weeks later. And just didn't want to... I didn't believe it until the funeral. Like, even now, still small, nah, he's somewhere. Somewhere, I know he's somewhere. But I was like, yeah. My mum, she's actually a strong woman. My mum's only just coming back, but it's like, even if somebody was to see her, she'll smile, she'll do whatever, she never kind of cut kids off either. She'd embrace children more. Right. And it's a thing where, like, we'd see a child and he'd kind of resemble Sam in the same way, or maybe they had the same smile or the same skin. So Sam was dark. So it's like, I had to say, it's like, oh, he looks like Samuel. We're like, oh, you okay? You right? And stuff like that. She would just buy clothes for Samuel, because whenever she went out, she would just buy us clothes or buy us anything. So then she continued to do that. Mum, you need to, like, relax it a bit. But I didn't know how to tell her, so I just left her to do what she's doing. It's only now that I'd just be like, because even now she'd be like, oh, don't go here because you don't know what's going to happen or whatever.
Do you think she worries like a lot?
Yeah, like, you need to stop thinking in a negative way, and you can't always bubble wrap. And I think that's more the reason why I wanted to go out Midlands for uni. Yeah. Just so she can know that she can let me loose a bit. Yeah. Because even now she's still trying to do uptight leash. Of course. But that's my mum.
Yeah. She's your mum. She's always going to do it. You're her babies. So at the end of the day,
even if I want to be 50, I'm still a baby.
To her anyway.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And in terms of how the situation was dealt with, obviously you mentioned before that there was an officer that came to your house and was trying to explain to you what had happened. But obviously didn't quite know, because obviously you were a child, and again, just trying to be sensitive. Yeah. But how did you feel like it was dealt with as a whole? So from police to
I was upset.
Other people.
I can't lie. They didn't do anything with me. We had our own family liaison officer, but it's a thing where they didn't communicate things with me. They'd communicate with my mum, obviously, but
do you think that was just down to the fact that because you were so young at the time?
No, it was down to the fact where they said it themselves. I'm a hothead. There's no such thing. You tell me who it is, I'm going. Okay, let me not say who, but somebody must have been like, you and your mum are crazy, because obviously we called them up and was like, this is what's going on, part of the family. And it's like, this was going on. They're like, what? No, you're mad. And I said, yeah, not an issue. I put my clothes on, I got a knife, and I was making my way to South. And that was it. And then from then, the police was like, yeah, this person is not one we can tell who is and what's going on. But it's a thing where it's like, I'd hear things, like, well, I'll be upstairs, or I'm meant to be upstairs, but I'll be on the stairs or be at the bar place, and I'll just be listening in, or my mum's on the phone to them, I'd be hearing a conversation, and it's like, okay, so they never really, I didn't really know what I was supposed to do or what was going on or how to deal with it. It was just like, oh, so is this what they do? Somebody goes and they pop in and pop out. And
So was there any kind of support? Was there any kind of help just in terms of...
Yeah, we had victim support. We had counselling and stuff like that. Okay. And we had like family bereavement and things. But if it's to do with them actually talking and communicating with me, I'm going to say no, hands down. But with my mum, they communicated with her, but no, I'd say it's better than the communication with me, but not as good as it should.
So what would you have hoped then that they would have done? Like, if you could go back and tell them this is how it would be better as somebody from the other side who's gone through this.
Sorry to cut you off. I would have preferred that they let my mum go and see him at the scene. Like, they wouldn't let her go in. Okay. And it's a thing where he was still alive. So at least he could have gone, he could have went in my mum's arms or something if that was the plan. Or maybe he was still here, like, he knows that his mum's there and he can't just go like that. Victim support, yeah, definitely. They still contact my mum. They still speak with her.
That's
they
amazing.
Call her. Yeah, I just never went to victim support because I just knew I would never. They called me as well. Right. Funny enough, even though I never went, I said I don't want it. No, I didn't say I didn't want it. It's like, because I was in uni, there's no way of me getting back down.
Okay,
so I was like,
travelling up and down. Yeah. If you could say to us, like, now, in terms of you, in terms of your family, where would you say you're at right now? and be as honest as you can be?
I can say we haven't moved on, as in left him in the past, but we've moved on with life.
Okay.
I don't have to explain it. Like, we haven't forgotten him. Every day, like when we pray for Samuel. We always, his name's always mentioned every single day. We're always talking about him. Or, oh yeah, Samuel used to do that. Oh, Samuel, remember Samuel? Kind of thing. So, that guy, he used to annoy me. But yeah, like, but we've, Mom's starting to, she has started to look how she used to look before. She's now deciding to start to use makeup a bit more. She's starting to wear jewellery, small 1-2 parties. But yeah, with me, when he first buried him, cemetery every single day, without fail, I'll be there for hours on end. Come rain, come sun, I'll be there. I'd even go with my wellies or a plastic bag to sit on if it was wet. Then it changed to weekly, then it changed to monthly, and now it's like now I try to go twice a month. So in the beginning and the end, or the middle and the end, or whatever, just as long as it's twice. So yeah. So I've been to the first one today. Whenever I'm down, it was fine. It was sunny. The funny thing is, I don't know why, but in January 2nd, that's his birthday. It's always raining, but on his birthday there would be some sort of sun that comes. And then on the 23rd of October, the day he went, there would be sun again. And it's like, okay, cool. So I like you. On my birthday, can I have sun?
And in terms of just advice for people that are on both ends, so people who, let's just say, so the people that do get involved with things that they probably shouldn't be, that can get them in situations like this,
it's not.
What would you say to them?
It's not worth it. It's really not, because it's just, to be honest, think about your family and your friends, because it's really them that we have to deal with the aftermath, because because you're gone. You don't really feel anything. I don't know how it feels.
Of course,
but
we don't.
How where we know we've been brought up. Once you're gone, you're gone. You don't. There's no feelings. There's no nothing. But with us, we still have our emotions. We have our feelings. It's not at all. Like, how do you put it in words? Just don't do money. Get your money, work.
Yeah.
Don't be illegal. Don't say I must get money the fast way. The fast money goes quickly. Let me not lie to you. It comes like this and it goes like that before you can even like. Oh, I swear I got £1,000. Where's it got?
And it would have gone.
You're now broke again. Like,
and so what do you do? It's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
It's better you earn it and you know that I earned this money, because then you want to save it and you're like, because what's the point in working morning till night, do up 9 to 5 if you're just going to spend it lavishly? You won't want to do that. Trust me, you wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And as somebody that lives, I live in a place where I can say, it's the hood. That Chad Green isn't really, it's not prestige at all.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Where I live, is where I'm from.
Yeah.
I can't deny it. You get bored, you will get bored of it. Guaranteed. That you see every day. At first you can be excited and, we're doing this and we're out until stupid o'clock at night. But then come winter times, you want to be out at prostitute hours. Okay. When you're now freezing and doing achoo, and your bag is now dripping, you want to run home. And then there's a thing where, really and truly, as a female, growing up now, when you're young, you want to, red man, I want to be his friend.
Yeah, you think, because you think like there's a persona that comes with it. They're like, I want that. Exactly, that.
But then when you're now like, college, sixth form, uni.
Just you're getting older.
You're thinking, what kind of a smelly guy is that? Like, you're thinking he's wearing tracksuit at 24 degrees. He's in tracksuit, bomber jacket, hat, everything. Lord. He's there sitting on one corner. You're thinking, are you really all right?
Yeah.
Do you not feel hot or something? Even me in this jacket, I'm thinking,
boiling.
But you've got to do image sometimes. It's all
got to do styles. It's all part of the outfit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah, you'll get, trust me, girls, boys, even you'll be like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
It'll get to a point in time where you'll get fed up of police knowing you by your first name. From when you're on a first name basis with the police, just know that's it. You've got to get out ASAP, because if it's a thing where...
But then some people see it as a way of life. As a way of life.
It's not a way of life. It's actually upsetting. I feel sorry for people like that. It's like, you have so much... And the joke is, these boys, they have so much potential. They can be doing a lot with
some
themselves.
Some of the smartest guys. Smartest people.
and they just ruin themselves. Imagine, I was reading some article. So one guy, he got caught with a zombie type knife, and now he's banned from, I don't know, he's banned from one place in South. I forgot what it is, but one place in South he's banned. He's not allowed. He has to make appointments. He's not allowed to have more than £50 cash on him. He's not allowed to have 2 phones. His phone can't have more than 1 SIM card in it.
Oh my god.
His phone has to be in his
Sounds like pretty much being in prison.
Yeah. Why are you restricting yourself? You're meant to be free. Like we're born with free will. We're born in this world to be free. Why do you want to cage yourselves? Because that's what it is. You're really only just caging yourselves because you say, yeah, you're going to be in a gang. You're now with this one area. You can no longer go to that area.
In terms of then the other perspective, aside from the family that's actually had to be victim to this kind of, I don't even know what to call it at this point because I can't even imagine.
There's actually nothing to call it.
What I'm basically asking is, what would you say to families who have just experienced it or are going through this right now? If someone has lost someone right now to something as tragic as that, like you said, I think tragedy doesn't cut it, but it kind of reflects the nature of what's happened because it's unexpected, you know? So
I can just let it out. Don't hold it in. I made the mistake of holding it in. You should always let it out. Never, ever. Because if you're holding it in, it's like, it's just a burden and you just feel heavy and like life just slows down and then you want to just go with the person and speak to your family. Don't be like me, guys, and just not express how you're feeling. Let your family know because if they don't know, then they don't really know how to act with you.
How to respond,
Yeah,
right.
and it's like, they just continue like, oh, you don't really... And it feels like you don't care, but really and truly you do. And I understand that it's only you that understands what you're going through. Nobody else can understand, but try to let people in, try to let people understand because it helps. Like knowing people are there. Yes, they don't know what you're going through. Yes, they don't know how it feels, but knowing that you have got support and help is a big thing. It kind of, it takes it down a bit, not as much as
obviously it won't take it away, but
a little bit. Every person that does help you, you feel like, okay, yeah, people are here. It's not all bad. Right. Kind of thing. Yeah.
No, thank you so much, Hannah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for, I know it's something really difficult to speak about, so thank you for being so open and for sharing. I'm sure a lot of people will be touched by it as well, so thank you so much for coming.
Hopefully somebody listens and they think twice about joining this whole gang life or wanting to do AC or fraud or hopefully somebody like listens and just goes down the right path, the path that was set out for you.
Definitely. Please.
And pray. Always pray.
And always pray.
Yeah.
But no, thank you so much, Hannah. And please do take heed of everything that Hannah said today. This is a very, very sensitive topic. It's a very horrifying experience to go through. And especially when you can try and prevent it, I think those are the cases where we do want to help and we want to help people. But yeah, for anyone that's experiencing this right now, my heart goes out to you. And here, at least in this space, we see every single individual not as just another name or as another number, but as a victim. So thank you so much.
Also, I don't mind, like, if anything, if somebody wants to reach out or talk, if you feel like if you're going through the same thing and you just need somebody that is going through the same thing and you want to speak about it or just need somebody to listen to you, I don't mind.
Perfect. All your information will do, and all your information will be there.
My email's there.
There we
we'll
go.
put it there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys again next time. Oh, Hannah. You beautiful, 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 beautiful human.